Hello guys, welcome to Tutorly. So the AT&T Points Plus Card from Citi is a very specific tool designed for a very specific crowd. Unlike most rewards cards that try to appeal to everyone with broad categories like dining, travel, or shopping, this one is built around a single goal, helping AT&T customers lower the cost of their wireless service while picking up some extra perks along the way. If you're already paying a monthly wireless bill to AT&T, think of this card as a piece of equipment designed to claw some of that money back. It works less like a traditional lifestyle rewards card and more like a loyalty plugin for your cellular account. The value doesn't come from using it everywhere, it comes from using it strategically for the expenses that unlock the biggest benefits. The core appeal is how it interacts with AT&T's autopay and paperless billing system. Here's the thing most people don't know. Most credit cards actually reduce the standard AT&T discount, cutting it from $10 down to $5 or even $0. This card is the exception. It lets you keep the full $10 per month per line discount. For a household with 4 eligible lines, that alone can meaningfully protect your monthly bill, and over a year, that recurring savings can outvalue a lot of one-time bonuses. On top of that, there's a welcome bonus. A $200 statement credit after spending $1,000 in the first 3 months? Just don't spend extra money purely to chase it. Use it on purchases you were already planning to make. There's also a tiered monthly credit system. Spend between $500 and $999.99 in a billing cycle, and you get a $10 credit. Hit $1,000 or more, and that jumps to $20. If you're already spending close to $1,000 a month on groceries, gas, or utilities, hitting that higher tier could happen naturally without changing your habits. And since there's no annual fee, the barrier to entry is low. It also gives you access to Citi Flex Pay or Flex Plan for alternative payment structures on select purchases. Now, the drawbacks, and there are a few real ones. The biggest is the rigid requirement behind those monthly credits. To get either the $10 or $20 bonus, you need to be enrolled in both paperless billing and autopay, specifically using this card. That creates a bit of a spending treadmill. Miss the threshold, and you get nothing. Spend $499 in a month, and you walk away with 0 extra credit. You need to hit exactly $1,000 every single month to max out at $20, which can feel like a chore if you prefer a more hands-off approach to your finances. There are also real limitations outside the US. This card carries a 3% foreign transaction fee on every purchase made abroad, so it's a poor travel companion. A dedicated travel card with no foreign fees would serve you much better overseas. And here's an important exclusion. AT&T employees, retirees, and certain consumer groups don't qualify for the autopay and paperless discount at all, which removes the single biggest reason to have this card in the first place. Now let's talk about the interest rates, because this is where discipline really matters. The purchase APR is a variable 19.49% to 27.49%, depending on your credit. If you carry a balance, those interest charges will wipe out any statement credits you earned almost immediately. The cash advance APR climbs even higher, to 29.74%, and the penalty APR can hit 29.99% if a payment is late or returned, and that penalty rate can stick around indefinitely. So this card really only makes sense for people who pay their balance in full every month. A few more fees to know. Cash advances cost $10 or 5%, whichever is greater. Balance transfers cost $5 or 5%, and there's a minimum interest charge of 50 cents. So who is this actually for? It works best as a dedicated bill payer, a strong choice for loyal AT&T postpaid customers with multiple lines who want to protect a discount that most other cards would cost them. If you route about $1,000 of normal monthly spending, like groceries or gas, through this card, you could effectively earn around $240 a year in statement credits on top of protecting your wireless discount. The key isn't spending more, it's redirecting spending you're already doing. On the flip side, this card is a poor fit if you don't have AT&T service, if you travel internationally often, or if you tend to carry a balance month to month. For those users, the restrictions outweigh the benefits, and a simple flat-rate cashback card would likely be a more relaxing and more lucrative choice. No monthly thresholds to track, no billing requirements to maintain. So here's the bottom line. The AT&T Points Plus Card from Citi is a smart, niche tool for AT&T loyalists who understand how to work the system and pay in full every month. But with a purchase APR reaching 27.49%, a punishing 29.99% penalty rate, and a 3% foreign transaction fee, it's not built for everyone. Step outside its narrow use case, and a more flexible rewards or cashback card will likely serve you better in the long run. That's everything you need to know about the AT&T Points Plus card from Citi. If this video helped you out, make sure to like and subscribe for more.